Alright, so I want to come out here and do a video right quick and kind of show y'all how you can help your garden protect itself in the heat. Now, it ain't going to be 100%, but it'll work a lot better. So a lot of y'all, if you've been watching me, if you haven't been watching me, why haven't you been watching me? If you're not subscribed, why have you not subscribed? You need to subscribe so you can get this game, this gardening game. But anyway, you take girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the girl. We ain't get started on that. Y'all ain't ready for me. Y'all ain't ready for me. Oh, shuck it now. I may got a little snack. Ooh, ooh. That's what I'm talking about. That sucker taste like a pineapple sweet tart. Woo. I'm reinvigorated now. Okay. So, y'all, if you can. The reason why some of this stuff looks so good, y'all, is because I plant like they tell you not to plant. I have done a video before where I said, stop reading the back of those seed packets. I have told y'all, quit doing it, cancel it. I'm gonna show you proof of concept. So, we're going to start here. Actually, we'll start here. These Swiss chards, y'all, they actually suffer because you see how much space it is in between them? They never really get a break from the sun, more or less. Once the sun get up over them, they in the sun all day, no break. Same thing over there. My Swiss chard didn't germinate. Well, actually, it germinated good, but then I had some pest pressure, birds, bugs, whatever. Whew, that Bronco right there is so pretty. That blue. Golly. That make me want to buy one of them, and I ain't a new car kind of girl. But anyway, I see I'm like a cat, easily distracted. But anyway, so this Swiss chard does suffer. I mean, fairly. I need to go in and maybe plant some stuff in between there, but it's so late in the season. I don't know if I am or not. I'm not gonna dig this up because this Swiss chard will overwinter in my area. I always grow Swiss chard in the winter. It takes a fairly cold winter to kill it. Ooh, Natalie Williams, I saw your text. I just thought about that. I didn't just get it. I seen the text. I need to respond. My bad, girl. I'm gonna respond. Oh, girl, child, I've been so busy. Anyway, so these two beds, you see how it's the same with this one. I had that watering issue with those peppers. Those other peppers surrounding that hadn't gotten as big. But I want you to look at this bed where the peppers are nice size. You don't see much ground. What ground you do see is mulched. These plants help each other. This is like a little ecosystem in itself. So as the sun coming up, you see the sun coming up on this side, the sun's gonna move this direction. These plants will shade these part of the day. The sun to get up here, and then these will be everybody be in the sun, then the sun to get over here, and these will shade those that direction. So your plants get a break. And it's not full shade, but it helps. The temperatures, it helps all of that. Your plants help each other, just like in here. If I had to venture, that's 10 or 15 pepper plants in, I think that's a 2-foot diameter. That's the circle. So 2-foot diameter from this side to that side, not circumference. Y'all don't get confused. But anyway, oh, your car leaking gas. You need to pull over somewhere. Man, I'm being overcome. Anyway, same thing with this here. See how this over here, these peppers are taller. When the sun get on them, they gonna shade these. These have not drooped on me. Ooh, I got a flower open. Ooh, that's my first fish pepper flower that I've seen so far. But yeah, of course they would recommend, oh, don't plant those peppers. And could I stand to thin out maybe 5 or 6 of those? Yeah, I could. But I'm pushing the limits to see what I'm gonna get. I got plenty of fish pepper seeds, so I'm not tripping. But the same, see how this rosemary is taller than this? It'll lend a little bit of shade through part of the day. My fennel has grown up through the shade. The shade has helped it be able to do that. These pepper plants here, see what I'm saying? See how it looks through here? Do you see any dirt? Do you see any dirt? Down through here, you don't see. You see a little bit of, you see some ground over here. These peppers kind of got stunted some, but when they come up and get nice and full, same thing, it's going to help shade stuff. Y'all see how pathetic that look? I ain't got nothing shading the ground on these tomatoes. Tomatoes ain't been a good year out here in my area for a lot of people because I don't talk to people and their tomatoes they ain't worth a nickel. Same thing with this. If you look down, you see how you can't hardly see no ground? These big old leaves help shade and they help keep the ground a little bit cooler. These peppers are trying to do it. They filling out some. Look how beautiful these peppers are. I'm talking about beautiful plants. Now just look from above. Pretend you the sun. See, you come from over here, you be. See what I'm saying? You don't see no dirt. See what I'm saying? Look at this. Look how these peanuts and stuff did. This is peanuts in the front, the peppers in the back. Look. See how you can't hardly see no ground? So, now let me say this. Do not try to plant 80 things in a 5-gallon bucket. The depth is there, the width is not there. So let's talk about that. It's not always about the depth of your container because a lot of people is always worried about, well, can the roots go deep? Yeah, that's a factor. And a 5-gallon bucket is more than deep enough for most plants. However, the width is not there. A 5-gallon bucket isn't even 2 feet in diameter. It's like a foot and maybe a couple of inches, like maybe like 14 inches in diameter across it. So you're not going to be able to plant as many plants in there as you would like unless you feed. I mean, you have to feed them so heavy. And I'm trying to understand why you sitting here this long. See, when people sit at the intersection this doggone long, I start getting paranoid. Let me go stand on this side so I can watch you. I know they ain't after me, but in case y'all want to start up some foolishness, I know where to be. But anyway, and then you in the middle of the road too, your truck all beat up. Look, now you see me looking at you, now you gonna pull off. You should have been pulled off. You got all that junk in the back. See what I'm talking about? I cannot. Anyway, look at this. I hate these bugs. You see? I can't stand them things there. Let me tell y'all something about this sesame. I don't think I showed y'all. I hope you don't move. Hope you sleep or something. Ooh, I got to be careful. Them 5 ants. I got to be careful. They not even in a mound. They just in the ground. But y'all see the flowers? These are the flowers that they make. This would look like before they open. This would look like when they open. Let me tell you something. Ain't it a beautiful plant though? Look how pretty. Now the stem, it look like it's going to try to branch and do a little something. Now keep in mind, I planted these way too heavy. They ended up thinning themselves. Remember I said they would thin themselves? So they thin themselves to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So they thin themselves to 17 tall plants. You see a bunch of small ones in there. And then there's some random brassicas. I know what that is. That's broccoli raw, but it ain't gonna do nothing. But something flying around my head. Child, I'm getting ready to lose it. And then he back. But whatever you looking for, I'm not it. Jesus. Good Lord. Can I just make my videos in peace without nature and everything else trying to take me out? Anyway, but yeah, look. Well, that was a flower. But I do want to tell y'all, it's no bees on here now, but the bees do love this. Like I said, first time I've grown this. What kind of noise is that? I'm getting ready to go in the house. It is too much on me. And then I keep having this issue with Roselle. I know that one died out, and this one gonna die out. I hope these 2, 3, 4 don't die out on me. They looking good. This is like 4 plants. Child, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, try sesame. I got some black sesame seeds I'm gonna try next time. Those are regular sesame. If y'all don't know, sesame or Benny, it was actually another seed that was brought by the enslaved to America. So in a lot of African food and Middle Eastern food, they use sesame seeds. It has some healthy fats in it. It has some nutrients in it. So, you know, you can add it to your food. It ain't really got a taste to me unless you add too many. Or you can pretend you're Burger King. Put sesame seeds on your buns. Hey, do what you want. But, you know, grow some ethnic foods. Try that. But yeah, so y'all see over here this bed, this ground ain't covered the way it was when it had that squash. When it had that squash, this stuff looked way better because a lot of the ground was covered. It wasn't getting you know, the ground getting beat up and heated up and all the water evaporated out of it from the sun. So y'all try your best if you can. I mean, even if you can't plant a whole, what you could do in your buckets, might sound crazy. Plant you a pepper in there, and then around the edges plant something that's going to stay low, like maybe thyme or oregano. Well, sometimes your oregano can get tall. Be careful with that. Or if you keep your oregano trimmed back. So plant what would be some ground cover. And y'all know me, I would plant some edible ground cover. Chrissy, your neck itching? That's what I would do if I had a bucket. I would plant maybe an okra plant or two in it, and all around the bottom plant some clover, plant some peanuts. Peanuts don't always stand up this high, but peanuts ain't gonna impede your okra. Peanuts are nitrogen fixer. Plant you some maybe some cowpeas and wind them around in the bottom. That's a nitrogen fixer too. Plant you some I don't know, purslane. That'd be a good one. Plant you some purslane. That stays short. But it'll cover, let me show y'all. It covers the ground fairly well, and you can eat purslane. Purslane has a lot of omega-3s in it. It has other stuff in it as well. Now, this isn't that thick because I haven't allowed it to get that thick, but it can get, but something would be better than anything, and it's not going to zap a lot of nutrients out of the soil. And I think next year that's what I may try to do is in a lot of these places, I may just plant purslane around the edges, and if it gets in the way, dig it up. It's not a big thing, because once you have purslane, you'll always have it. Really? You just done fell out, and you know my back is bothering me, and you just do the cutest things and make me bend over and be in pain. But yeah, y'all, so y'all think about ways where you can help your plants shade each other, just like my greens over here. I really want this to be thicker, especially at the bottom. But I fear planting any more greens in here because this is so packed. But like I said, this does help. It shades each other. How you doing? So yeah, y'all. That's all. I guess that's all I had to. Look at this. Getting ate up. I ain't got a hope in the world. I really don't. It's getting ate up. Well, I sprayed it the other day. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't get ate up no more. Let's put it like that. But till next time, see you guys later.